Spirituality is getting popular these days because we have got the ability to take our power back, to take our power back from the distractions that limit you, the things that you don't need to set priorities on, that you subconsciously set priorities on. Thinking of a certain behavior, a mannerism by other people or other ideas or other perspectives, thinking on a sole specific thing for the whole day, and then coming back to your home and realizing that you didn't need to go through that cycle is when you realize that you gave your power away. And that's when it all starts to happen. That's when it all unfolds. The journey that makes you who you want to be, who you truly are, and who you can be by connecting. The basis of all this is energy, right? We know that if there was no energy, we would not be existing because we would, firstly, we would not have been born. But I want to touch on the fact that we wouldn't have a life. We wouldn't be able to feel resonant enough to do things. So, for example, if there wasn't an energy to a specific career that you want to choose, and you didn't have the inkling that you wanted that energy to be a part of you, if you did not have the craving, the longing for that, you wouldn't have the desire to go through it all to get that career. So the inklings that you get is when you realize that you had a void in the first place. You had this empty space that you wanted to somehow fill, and this career was the option for you to do that. That's how desires occur. Now, coming back to the topic, energy is the base, but we understand energy through the different ways that we interpret it. Like, for example, desires, wants, needs, shoulds, shouldn'ts. So, that's what I call building blocks of energy. Now, to understand how you can go from one energy to another, for example, if you're feeling happy right now and you've suddenly underwent an experience that is making you feel more saddened and more low, isolating energy in yourself, then what would you do? Would you want to go back to the happiness or the sadness even more? You would want to go to the happiness, but we know that when we feel what we are feeling in the current moment, it passes quickly. So that's why we force ourselves to sit in the sadness. Now, the thing is that this has taught me that this experience of continuously feeling what I feel has taught me is that those energies that are deep, that are like a ton of bricks just making you push even more harder into the ground, those energy that feel like you're on the side where the grass is not greener and you don't think the grass will ever be greener, that side, it it changes you. It changes you not because of your thoughts, not because of your actions after that feeling or after the moment that you felt that energy. It's because of the energy itself, because that energy was allowed to come into your body and it was allowed to be felt. You understood that you could feel it, and that was what made it to go away, because you did not restrict it. You allowed it to come inside of you, so it had the permission. And that's why it thought, why not just go away, because it's not giving any response from the host. It's not giving a response that makes us want to go and attack it even more. It's saying, just be. And I don't want to just be, I want to flow. Energy flows, so it goes away, right? So that's the building, that's the base of how you understand energy. You understand it through the ways it comes into you and the ways it affects you. Now, to touch on this even more, first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. I am a person who loves talking and delving into such topics. And the purpose of me making a video on this is because, firstly, I think about this quite often, and I I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, so I wondered why not just share it. And the second thing is, I think we all have certain perspectives on energy, right? Energy affects us in many ways. Building blocks of energy vary from person to person. So, though I'm going to be explaining what I've felt and what I think to you, I want this community that I'm building to be like minded people like me who don't support me. I don't want you to support me. I don't force you to, obviously, but I would like you to think. I would like this video to encourage you to think more of what makes us us and what makes what we feel. So, to gain the awareness on this topic, on the awareness of how everything in life is just cosmic consciousness, I'd I'd I would dream of wanting and having certain goals in my mind, and I would dream of the energy of that, because in the end what I wanted to do was connect to that, and the more I connected to it, the more I realized that I am already connected, so why would I want those goals? So instead of thinking of this video as a portal for you to learn more, I want you to think of what I'm saying as something that acts as a soft nudge for you to go into your depths even more, to honor the energy that you're feeling even more, to think that you are already connected to what you want. And the more you are able to connect to all of those that you want, the more it attracts you. And that goes into manifestation, but that's not what I'm speaking about in this video specifically. The purpose of this video is to make you understand that this matters, what I'm saying matters, and what you think of this particular topic of energy and how certain things affects us, the beauty of it all, that also matters. You are not crazy for thinking and obsessing over the fact that I felt this when this happened, or I shouldn't have felt that when that happened. You don't need to think like you weren't meant to do that thing. You weren't forced to do it, because in the end the choice is yours. But though you chose something that was what you wouldn't have chosen at this moment, it was okay for that to be chosen, because that is what has brought you here. So that's all the surface level things that we have memorized and we've put into bullet points so that we can gather and make life more easier. But life isn't easy, and the thing that makes us feel like it's easy is those points. So instead of looking at life in that perspective, I want you to look it in the perspective of the building blocks of energy that makes us who we are. And when you understand more about what I'm saying and what you also have opinions on these things, then you realize that maybe you would realize that you want even more. You want something else than what you're feeling right now, because you're able to connect to even more higher consciousness. And that's the basis of all of the spiritual leaders and readers who are talking to you. So, what makes energy? Energy, I'm not talking about it in in a scientific perspective, but basically, energy is what we feel resonance to. It's what resonance is. It's what makes us makes us be. It's hard to explain it. That's why building blocks are present. So, in this first season, let's call it, I'll be sharing how certain building blocks of energy has affected me and how I think it affects most people. So this particular video is going to talk about the first building block of energy, which is polarizing duality. Now, polarizing dualities. Why is this a building block of energy? It's a building block of energy because if you did not know that there were dual natures in this world, you wouldn't have thought that there was energy in the first place. Let me explain. Now we know we have a certain ideals. We have things that we categorize into right and wrong. That's just what our brains do, though you might not accept it. I'm sorry, I got interrupted. I'm sorry for waiting you. No, I wasn't really making you wait because it probably was like a minuscule of a second or maybe a second. But yeah, I'll honor you even more from now on. I promise. So, polarizing duality, I was talking about ideals of right and wrong, right? So, because we understand what makes us feel good and what makes us feel bad, we take that basis and put everything into categories, into labels. And because of that, we, since we go through experiences and triggers throughout our lives, that's when we realize that certain categories don't fit into that categories anymore. So when you think that one thing is right and when it doesn't turn to be what you thought it would be, what you associated that feeling with rightness, it wasn't there in that situation, then you take it from one category and you put it into another. The perfect example I can take for this is people. So, if you thought a person would be someone who you could always lean on or you could always look at as inspiration, then perhaps an experience occurred where that person wasn't an ideal person that you could take because you weren't resonating with that person's words anymore. So then you place that person into a certain category where you just watch them or you just listen to them for certain periods, for certain things that you want to hear, right? So you put that person from one category to another, and that's that putting, that transitioning of that category is when we feel grief, because we grieve for the fact that we had to take them from one category to another. just just think about that. Why? No, it's not about why, it's just about how it's so funny. Categories, labels, in the end, we are all energy. We are all dual. Just because I'm talking to you like this right now doesn't mean I'm going to talk like this to another person who doesn't value what I talk. So we all have dual natures. Dual is a slightly lesser term than what I would like to use. Maybe it's more like I am getting a 360-degree vision in my mind. Just like all of these things encompass what we are, and we take so little of what we are, right? We all know that. And that's when we realize that there are polarizing things in every single thing. There are all of these aspects to one thing. That's the building block. That's when you realize that this this situation put into this category made you feel this way, and because you weren't feeling that way anymore, you felt the resonance to put that into another category. But that all was encompassed into this, into the fact that it was the reason of the polarizing duality, of the reason of the energy that changed, that you made a certain decision. So, in the end, it's because of the polarizing duality of all of the things we observe and put our own perspectives on, which is that no grammar now. That's the reason for the energy, for the understanding that we do feel energy. So, for my beloved scientists over there, out there, or maybe just for me, you don't need to prove that you feel this to anyone, because you, only you can understand what category you have put a certain thing into, right? I'm taking categories because that's what we tell as humans. We are familiar with that. So the bottom line is Building blocks help us to get to know what we feel, and polarizing dualities are the reason for why we feel the enormous burden of transitioning from one experience to another, from feeling like you are stuck in mud in 1 second and feeling like you're on top of the mountain, shoulders wide in the other. It's the fact that you can change those categories. And the more the person can change those categories constantly, can change it even more than what a normal average person would do, which is not change the category but go through experiences that forces them to change it, then what happens is you become powerful. Not because you are powerful in some way, shape, or form, or you have a superiority complex. I don't want to talk about that, but basically, you get what I mean. It's not because about all of that. It's just because of the fact that you are doing something, you are changing constantly because you understand. You understand the polarizing duality. I meet certain people that don't don't like changing because they think that changing is bad for some reason, because they have to be a certain persona for their whole lives. That's absolutely not true. I mean, they do change, and they sometimes do accept that. But in the end, they want to propagate this idea that one should not be something else than what one was. And that's not true, because you should be more than what you were. You should be more because you understand more. You understand the polarizing dualities more. You understand how to change and put certain things into categories more and more and more, because that's the cycle. That's the thing that you keep on learning. So when you do that, you become powerful because you have the ability to grasp the understanding that this wasn't meant to be here. This wasn't meant to be here in this place. It was meant to be over there. And the fact that you did not know that was not regret that you felt. It's just the fact that you knew this in this moment, and now you know that. So you're going to jump into that with no regret, with no burdensome pity, that the fact that you kept it in this category. Emotions is what makes it difficult. But the moment, that's what I was saying, the moment you are able to like pinpoint everything to the category that they belong, it's going to be way more easier to connect to what a certain thing is, to what a certain thing can be placed into. And when you place it into that even more, you attract what you want even more, what you are connecting to. The physical has to grasp. When you are so powerful, when you have the ability to to go against all the freaking odds, the reality has to pick up. Why would it not? Now, we went off on a tangent there, but right, so the building block of energy is polarizing duality. And that's what I was meaning to tell in this video. In the first beginning of the journey, where we share and where we are able to delve into topics in such a beautiful way, words are so chef's kiss. They're amazing, and they help us to explain all of these things that can't be proved, they can only be resonated with, and that is energy. So all of these make up alchemy. If if you know what alchemy means, or if you've not tapped into what I'm saying at all, and if this is your first video on my channel, you probably would like to know more about it. So I encourage you to please comment and just like share your perspectives. I would love to hear all of them. And obviously, you can subscribe if you want to, but the main thing I want to do from this is help you to understand and help us all to just help understand the polarizing dualities even more. So, this was the first video of the Introduction to Alchemy series where I talk about the building blocks of energy. And I will look at you very, very soon.